What's good, gun family? Urban Gun Reviews, and today on the channel I'm gonna be reviewing the Crimson Trace CMR-209. Let's check it out. Alright, gun family, so this is a budget light, weapons light that I got for my Smith & Wesson 22X. Alright, so this is going to be on my budget build on my 22, and I just wanted a budget light to go along with it. So the ticket on this light was 70 bucks. And you know, it fits what I needed, the needs that I need, so that's why I got this light. All right, so this is the Rail Master, that's what they call it. Also, it's the CMR-209 Rail Master, and it works with most 1913 pick rails. You see it has this in here, so you can, you know, loosen up this nut over here and then be able to expand it to clamp it onto your pick rail. This has a 200 lumen max output, and that's from a bright light. It does have a white bright light. It does have the tap on tap off feature, so you have your paddles over here to be able to turn your light on and off. And the reason I went with 200 lumens is because, like I said, this, I never plan on carrying this. This never will be a carry option for me, but I wanted to make a cheap 22 build, and that's what this, it just fits the niche. It fits what I needed to do. So being that I'm not going to carry it, if I was going to carry a firearm, I would want something brighter than 200 lumen, but being that this will never be carried, it's just something to put together to make a build, to create one, then I went with the 200 lumen weapons light. This is IPX4 waterproof or water resistant, and it is a polymer build. It is impact resistant for up to 1 meter, and the battery can run continuously for about 90 minutes. So I'm gonna put this on my 22X real quick, and being, you know, YouTube and their terms of service, I won't show that, but I'll put it on real quick, and just like that, it's on the gun. All right, so this is what it looks like on my 22X. All right, so this is paired with the Monstrum red dot optic. If you haven't checked out that view, I'll put that review, I'll put that card up here, you can check that out. Also, if you haven't checked out my full review of the 22X, then I'll put that card up there as well, so you can watch both of those reviews. And this is what the light looks like. So it's not a bad looking light. It doesn't protrude past my frame, and this is adjustable, so if you like it back here this far back, then you can keep it there. If you want to, you know, move it up a little bit, you can move it up a little bit. Where it sits right now, I don't know if I'm 100% comfortable with it, because this paddle kind of goes into the trigger guard. It kind of goes in there, so it, you know, cuts off the space that you have in this trigger guard. So I might slide it up just one notch just to give me a little bit room, because I do keep actuating that light when I go, you know, to put my finger in there. It is easy to actuate this light, so I probably will slide it up just a little bit so I can, you know, make more room in the trigger guard for myself. But it's not a bad looking light. I'm not expecting the greatest light. It goes along with my budget build, so that's what it was bought for, that's what it's purchased for, and it goes along with it. The aesthetics, it looks good. It you know, the all black with the, you know, white or gray Crimson Trace, the CT, the circle on there, the logo. It doesn't look bad, and it pairs fairly nice with the setup that I got it on, so I'm not mad with it. If I turn out the lights, I'll turn out the lights for a second just to show you like how bright this actually is. But I'm pretty satisfied on the look of it. So I wish it did come with different paddles, maybe a shorter style paddle, or, you know, just a different kind of paddle. It does come with these different lug plates or lug, something like that, and those just replace this right here. They just really replace that part. of your thing where the screw goes into. That's where it replaces. Other than that, you know, but it's budget, so I'm not complaining about it because it is a budget light, and you know, I'm not expecting to get everything for nothing really. But I'm gonna turn out the lights, and then we're gonna see the brightness on this 200 lumen light. All right, gun family, so it's pretty, I mean, it's not dark, but you know, it's dark enough in here to be able to tell how, you know, how bright a light is or whatever. So here go what the light looks like. All right, so that's the light right there, and there is no like turbo feature. There's no like changing the brightness settings or anything like that. That's the light that you get. You know what I mean? So I mean, if you were using this for self-defense or something like that, you know, and you had the gun on somebody, you would be able to see from this distance. This is probably like a foot away, maybe 2 feet max away from somebody. But you know, if I'm holding it here, that wall is probably about 5 feet behind me, and you're able to see, you know what I mean, the stuff on the wall. So it is, you know, a decent brightness for, you know, self-protection if you did want to put these on a firearm and use it as a self-protection weapon light. .320, no way.
That's so much less loud.
Yeah. .82. It's 2.07. .59. .82. 1.09 and .90. Woo. 1.03, .83. 0.86, 0.67. .89, 0.70. I think I got 2 more left in here. Yeah. .262, and I don't know why it got me for 3 shots, but all right. Matter of fact, I forget this is a 20 round mag. I'm thinking it's a 10 round. Ow! .96, 0.76. Optics seem to be on too. 2.37 and 2.26. Ooh, only one left in there. 0.23. Round. My last shot was at 5.72. My first shot was at 0.31. I got a 0.14 split, so not bad. All right, so we're gonna take this back to the desk and finish off this review. See you there, gun family. So wrapping up this review on the Crimson Trace CMR-209, is that what it is? 209 flashlight or weapons light. I would say for the ticket, it's a decent light. It's you know, it got pretty decent brightness, minimum features, so you're not gonna get, you know, all of these other features that you might get with a light that you spend a couple more dollars on, but you get a light that, you know, fits on your rail. It works so far. I haven't dropped it, banged it, or, you know, thrown it around or anything like that, and I don't plan on it. But you know, it's nice for what I need it for. So I could recommend it, you know, if you needed just a light, if you just wanted a light to put on, you know, a firearm, on an optic, on a gun or something like that, I would recommend it as, you know, a budget option. Now, if this would be something for as carry, if you needed something, I would say, you know, it'll get the job done. But me personally, it's not something that I would like to carry, because I like a brighter light. I like more features, like the strobe feature, you know, to blind somebody if I needed to blind somebody. So I do like those extra features that you get when you pay a couple more dollars for a weapons light, but this doesn't have that, and I'm not going to knock it for it. All in all, it's good, and it's a decent light. So if you're interested in the Crimson Trace CMR-209 Railmaster, if you're interested in that, make sure y'all try them out, you know, and give them a shot and whatnot. But it's Urban Gun Reviews. If you like this video or you felt like you got something from this video, let me know by clicking the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do that by clicking on my logo in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and after you do that, make sure you hit the bell notification so you can get notified anytime I upload any new content. If you want to follow me on my social media sites, all that is available in the description. And we out to the next time, gun family. Stay blessed. Stay strapped.